Ever had a career gap? Seems scary, right? Especially when someone in an interview asks you, "What were you doing for 2 years?" Want to know what would I answer when I had a career gap? Then keep watching. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanishka and I hope you all are doing good. Today I'm going to be addressing how to talk about career gaps in interviews. I personally have had a career gap as well. So I'm going to use that situation and take this topic forward. So let's get straight to it. But before that, if you're new to the channel, then please subscribe. I need all your love, support and care. If you're already a part of this channel, thank you so much for joining me. I hope we stay together till the end of time. Now, like I said, I personally have faced a career gap that was pretty much in the COVID phase because I was giving my CFA level 2 exam and I wanted to always work once I completed CFA. But you all know that we had 4 DEFILs because of COVID, because my exam was scheduled for June 2020. So I kind of was in a very weird zone that should I take a job, should I not take a job, and it was very weird till of course in 2021 when I discovered that let's try out freelancing, let's try to talk to somebody and maybe ask for freelancing, and that's how that journey began. But obviously even then I was asked, why do you have a 2-year career gap? So nearly from 2019 to 2020, actually from 2018 to 2021, I was not working because I was doing CFA that got very prolonged. So how did I address it? First things first, and a golden rule: always be honest. Don't try to bluff around saying I did a career gap because I wanted to enhance myself or this. No, be honest, whatever it was. Why? Because once you're honest, there's a certain level of confidence that comes, that whatever the counter question will be, I'll be able to tackle it, right? Because you're being honest, you're being raw. Iske aage aap kya hi bologe? It is what it is. You can't change it. Also, it shows a quality called acceptance, which a lot of people do not have and a lot of employers really value. So be honest. Tell them that this was my situation. So for example, in my case, I remember I had applied to a media firm back then as a business operation something, can't remember also, but I had applied there and I had told them that yes, I did not work for 2 years, 2 to 3 years, because I wanted to focus on my exam, my CFA exam. And as we all know, CFA is quite a difficult exam. I did not want to jumble both and end up not giving you my 100%, and hence I decided to move back. The gap got extended because of the COVID DEFILs, which was unfortunately not in my hand. Honesty, as honest as possible, very important. I know it seems, oh my god, she's just telling us all this, but would she have done it? I've always done it and I always swear by it. Whatever the reason is, even if it was because you needed a break, you were mentally drained, you were not vibing with the career path you have taken, anything, be honest. It gives you a sense of confidence to tackle other questions as well. Number two is, do not paint a painful picture for it. Do not fumble so much. Try to have confidence in your decision. If you sound like you regret your decision, or you fear your decision, or you fear that, oh my god, I had a career gap, that's why you are not gonna hire me, believe me, they will not hire you. You need to show that you accept what has happened. It might have been a correct decision, it might have been a wrong decision. If it was the right decision, obviously you'll show it in the best possible way. Even if it was a wrong decision, own up to it. Own up to it confidently, that saying, it was a wrong decision, but I'm here to get better. I'm here to rectify a mistake that I made. We undervalue these kind of qualities in the corporate job. The qualities of being upfront, the qualities of showing that I am a confident individual who has confidence not just in my work but in my own decision making skills. Decisions are not always correct, but the fact that you can own up to them is what employers are looking at. That is what we call a good decision making skill, that whether it is good or whether it is bad, you are willing to own up for it. You're not sitting and standing with regret or remorse, because then that really shows you that your soft skills are not very good and you don't want to do that. So make sure you are not showing any form of remorse to your situation. Be confident of the decision you took, or at least be aware. I'm not saying you need to be boastful that okay, I took it, it's good. No, be aware that yes, this decision had these consequences in my life. I lost out on certain opportunities, but here I am to rectify what went wrong. Or here I am understanding that what has happened and there is no point of brooding over spoiled milk. It's as simple as that. Always owe up. It is so important we really undermine it. Anyway, moving forward to a more technical aspect, how can you fill in a career gap when you're applying for a job and you're sure that this is a slightly technical role? Maybe fill in with small, sorry for this term, guys, with small random courses. Show that you have tried to upskill, because sometimes what happens is in career gaps, um, if it is not voluntarily, if you know what I mean, that is basically if you've unfortunately been chucked out or you lost a job or something like that, then try to show that you have not just spent this time in brooding, you have also tried to uplift your skills in some form, right? So you have either done a quick crash course, even if it's a YouTube course, you've tried to learn a new skill, you have networked with people, whatever, add that because it shows some value. So, for example, for me, right, even if I did take a career gap, I made my CFA education very strong. I completed my level 2 within that career gap, right? So, that's what happens. Don't just show that you were very idle. Even if for unfortunate reasons you might have been, try to fill it just before you applied at least. And you don't need to tell them that I did this just now. Tell them that I did this during my career gap. This is a pro tip that I feel a lot of you could benefit from. So make sure you use it. You could do a quick course on Udemy. You could do a quick course on YouTube. You could just um, do a lot of free job simulations that are available in the market. Some that only take 10 to 20 hours, nothing more. LinkedIn courses are available. You could do that. So do anything but try to show that you have upskilled in whatever way. Or if you have taken a career gap for, say, a family reason, then explain that. Then you have 100% contributed in that aspect. What has happened? Always be ready to explain that the reason that you took a career gap has been filled, that gap has been filled in a correct format, either through upskilling or through achieving what you desire to achieve. If it's personal life, then again show that you have achieved what you desired to achieve. Same thing, right? You wanted to spend some time with your family, you did it by maybe going on a few trips, spending some time with your parents, going to your hometown and maybe helping your dad out or helping your mom out. It could be anything, but show that whatever the reason was, you got what you had to do with it. Again, if it is an involuntary um, career gap, then show that you have made the most out of it by still trying to upskill yourself in some form. It's very important. So, yes, that is how I would fill a career gap. A, again, I'll repeat, being honest. B, being confident in your decision, owing up to your decision. And C, by showing that you have filled that area in some form. And one more thing I'm going to tackle, I know a lot of you would have it. What if you had a career gap because you switched your career from, say, finance to media or media to finance? In this case, be ready to explain why are you switching your career. I have been asked this multiple times. uh, you were studying CFA, why are you also doing media? Good answer can be various points. You can always say that, I do have an inclination towards finance. It is why I have accomplished what I have accomplished in the past. However, I also feel a certain sense of longing towards this industry. I have worked since I've had a inclination that I might also do better, and for some reason, I feel like I have given what I had in me in the finance industry and would now like to uh, try to step into the media industry and see where can I be more productive. Show that you want to switch. Switches are absolutely okay. First of all, there's nothing wrong in it. I've seen people switch very early on their career. I've seen people switch very late in their career. It doesn't matter as long as it is for a valid point and you're able to explain why you're switching, right? The why is very important. It could be just as simple as, I am no more interested in that field. If that is your answer, that I am no more interested, it's a completely valid answer. But make sure you don't make it sound that abrupt. Try to build it up that, I have given my everything, and in spite of that, I do not feel connected to that field. Hence, I decided to take a switch to something where I feel I would do much better or would do more justice with. Simple, very, very basic. Again, use these points, make sure you have upskilled in some way. Upskilling is very, very important. And always, always, always just be confident. Remember, overconfidence nahi, just confident. A certain level of confidence is important when you're giving interviews because you are selling yourself. If you are only underconfident of the product Why will anybody else want to buy it? Always remember this point. So yes, that is it for this video. Let me know your questions or thoughts in the comment section below, and I would definitely address it. If you feel like I have missed out on something, then let me know. I would also want to, upskill myself. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you like it, then please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.